Well, no, I know that. I know. What I'm saying is that usually what happens, like when we have a double national anthem, we'll sing the anthem first.
That ain't the one.
That's right there. That looks like 185. You worried about weight?
Like 225.
Ran into me at the bar when it mattered what I weighed.
You're asking the bar. You're asking now. Let's do it. All right. I'll meet you at 205. I'll meet you at 200.
I got a question.
I'll beat your ass.
I got a question for you.
Fair enough.
What are you going to tonight?
MMA.
No, right here.
Chess.
What are you going to tonight, Lorenzo?
You're asking anything.
You're talking about bars,
You can't be Connor. No. You can't be
I got
me
more
neither.
talent in my pinky than your whole body.
How'd you get it? Fight
You ain't shit.
You
ain't shit.
Marcel Stamp?
You ain't shit.
Marcel
I'll
Stamp?
fuck your ass up.
How'd you get it?
know I'd
Come
fuck
through
your
20
ass
minutes
up.
and come.
You know I would
20
fuck
minutes
your
to
ass
come
up.
up here.
You know I'd fuck your ass up. Everyone that I go in with, I destroy.
If you could beat me,
Yeah,
you
your
would
decision,
beat me.
Lombard.
If you could beat me, you would beat
Then
me.
fucking let's sign it.
I got it for a reason.
Beat your
I
ass.
got it for a reason.
I'll whoop that ass. You don't even make weight for 185.
I don't need to.
Yeah, exactly. So why are you wearing that fucking belt?
Because
then?
I'm the champ.
You ain't the fucking
You gotta,
champ.
in
Then
order
let's
to be the
fucking
champ, you
do
gotta
it.
beat the
I'll
champ.
fuck
boy.
your ass up.
You a little
I will
boy. Can
fuck
you
your
see
ass
it?
up.
Can you
We
see
can do it right now.
You
Let's
see
bring
you
it
in your
down,
tippy
guys.
toe.
Let's do it right now.
Let's
Let's bring it down.
Let's
Let's
bring
bring
it
it
down.
down.
Let's
bring it down. Let's bring it down.
Hey,
Let's do it right now.
no. What bar you go to, Lorenzo?
I don't go to the bar.
Yeah,
Run
you
it.
asked
I don't
him.
go to the
You
bar.
asked him if
I
he
don't
see
go to
you
the
on
bar.
the street.
Run it.
You in the bar?
Run
What
it.
does it matter?
Run it. When I run it. Every motherfucker that gets in there with me goes down. Every fucking time. Every time. I'll touch that chin. I'll put you in the last down. I'll make you another highlight reel. All of my highlight reels. You ain't shit. You ain't fucking shit. You ain't shit. Get up.
You don't know who the champion is.
I'm
You don't
a
know who the
motherfucking
champion is.
champion.
It's a reason I got this belt. It's a reason I got it. Touch me again. Touch me again. Touch me again.
Let's run it. Let's run it. If I want you, let's run it. If I want you,
Come on, guys. It's not happening. It's done. We'll see you at the bar, Lorenzo.
Time to clear the room. Time to clear the room, gentlemen.
Time to clear the room, Lorenzo. I'll see you at the bar. Whoa, what's up, Mike?
What is up? That was insane.
You know, I was pretty close to the action right there. Younger Kyle may have tried to help break that thing up, but 40-year-old Kyle holds a phone and films it all. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying. And, it reminds me of that Black Mirror episode where the woman wakes up, and I think it's called White Bear. And she wakes up and she goes out and there's dudes chasing her with masks on. And there's like hundreds of people on the side of the road just following her with a camera. Oh, shit. That's what we've come to. We've come to a Black Mirror episode.
Secret information, my friend. I've never seen a fucking single episode of Black Mirror, but I am somebody when we were down.
Somebody better get that shame bell out for you.
Yeah.
Shame.
Shame. Mike and Lorenzo are both on their way here right now. I am in text message conversation with both of them, and we are going to get to the bottom of all this animosity between the two of them. We are going to discuss whether or not this is even a fight that can happen. A lot of people have a lot of opinions. If you guys watched the show this morning, Lorenzo was on Planet Hank with Isaac Doolittle, and Quentin Henry jumped in there. Mm-hmm. And man, those guys seem to say that this is an impossible fight. It doesn't make any sense. But, Mike and I and everybody else has an opinion on this. And I think it makes tons of sense, my friend. What do you think, Mike?
It does make sense. I mean, clearly, if you look at all the comments, when this thing happened, there is over, I think, 18,000 people that have seen it on Facebook, even more people on YouTube and Instagram, add on top of that. And then everywhere we went this weekend, people were talking about this, them two, going back and forth, the possible fight. Is Mike Richman big enough? Will he be strong enough for Lorenzo? Is Lorenzo too fast, too big? He's coming down. Mike's coming up. Who knows?
You know that we consider both of these guys good friends of the show. I would love to see these two throw down. And I don't think that you're too small or he's too small stuff works at all. We're going to talk to them about this stuff. But if you guys know Mike's past, Mike has fought guys taller, longer, rangier than Lorenzo. The thing that he would have to battle with Lorenzo is that power, the height, the reach advantage, and the skill. So Mike's up against a more skillful opponent with more power. The size, not so much. I don't think that the size, that he's too big for you talk, I think is a little insane. And those guys this morning on the show were like making it sound like it's like, how is he gonna fight you at 185 pounds? How is he gonna do that? Bro, he weighs 210 fucking pounds right now. If he cuts 25 pounds, he's 185, and he's probably pretty quick and fucking, as skillful at 185 as he is at 175. As a matter of fact, he fought Marcel Stamps at 180 and fucking murked him in 45 seconds. So
Marcel Stamps did go 4 rounds with the former champ Joey Beltran.
He did indeed. So that's true. If he did, see, I don't know. Are you looking at the comments at all?
I am. I'm looking at the comments. People are asking like, what weight, and it would absolutely have to be Mike goes up. Lorenzo is not going to come down to 175. It's never going to happen. It's Mike goes up, or there will be no fight. So it's just not going to happen.
So when we talked to Mike, and if you guys didn't see it, it's on our YouTube channel. I talked to Mike after the event was over, as the event wrapped up, as the lights were coming on and everything. I talked to Mike, and by the way, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're creeping up to the numbers that we're looking for finally. So like, subscribe, share, tell all your friends, tell all your grandparents and everybody.
Yeah.
Mike said to me in that interview that he would take a fight against Lorenzo over a title fight against Francisco Ricci, and it does not have to be for Lorenzo's belt, which means to me that it doesn't even have to be at 185 pounds. That means to me that Mike would fight him at 190, 195. I think it is a money fight, right? I think it is 2 huge names, 2 of the top 5 guys pound for pound in the world. I know that there's other champions in other divisions, but I put, Luis Palomino and Lorenzo Hunt at the number 1 and 2 pound for pound. But goddamn, fucking Mike Richman is right up there on the cusp. And I know he's only got 4 fights in bare knuckle, but he's 4-0 with 4 knockouts, and he's only gone into the second round a couple times.
He's got that one fight in the Kumite over at Valor where he headbutted somebody. You can go watch it. It was not a headbutt. That should be a win by either disqualification or quitting or whatever, because that was not a headbutt. Everyone can attest to that. So he should be 5-0.
Yes, and the argument is, yes, Lorenzo needs to see Hero at 205 or Isaac at 185. But my rebuttal to that would be that if business is a factor here, right?
Yep.
Isaac can wait just a little bit for his title shot for 185 for a Lorenzo Hunt, Mike Richman money fight, because if anybody knows about waiting a period of time and just waiting, your time will come, it's Lorenzo Hunt. All right. Lorenzo Hunt is the poster child for ease up, hold on, your time will come. Isaac Doolittle absolutely deserves a 185-pound title fight.
Oh, yeah.
But he also can understand the business sense of things. And if Quentin Henry is not 100% healthy right now, something to do with the orbital, maybe it's health, maybe it is fine, whatever, he'll have his time too. You know what I mean? It's like, I just feel like these guys have already known what the waiting game's about, and they could wait a little bit longer if this fight makes sense for BKFC.
I think it makes sense. And as the line goes, if it makes dollars, it makes sense. And I'm pretty positive that these two guys have a hell of a following. They're going to get money, money, money. As Lorenzo says, umpty thousand, umpty thousand, umpty thousand, umpty thousand. I can see that money falling from the sky. People want to see this. The Marine versus the Juggernaut. I'm telling you, this was the talk of the town.
Oh, I gotta resend Lorenzo the invite. He said he's trying to get in. And,
sure. So other than this event that happened this weekend, as we wait, as Lorenzo will be on in just a moment, and Mike Richman has already gone in touch with us, and he'll be here too. Possibly he's at the Gentleman's Club. Maybe he's putting in a night shift. Probably. This weekend we got our first double weight world champion in the BKFC.
Hold up.
A lot of people think maybe not. What's up?
They're both saying that they were in, and just keep talking for a second. I'm going to mute myself.
So they weren't in. We don't see them. We could send some invites over to them. Kyle's going to take care of that. Planet Hank, that flight is useless. We already had this interview. Yeah. Planet Hank, right here, brother. We watched it. We watched the episode. Hey, absolutely love to see Hero Henry and Lorenzo fight. Doolittle is absolutely next at 85. Hell of a performance against Jared Warren. But I'm going to tell you, Hank, this weekend, people were not talking about those fights. They were talking about this fight. And maybe it doesn't happen. Maybe it does. It's fun to talk about it. It's fun to see these guys, see what they think. And if they are down, we get a great fight. And we get to get the answer to the question, who would win, Richman or Hunt?
Yeah, I just emailed the invite to Lorenzo, and I'm waiting on an email address for Mike, and then I'll send his off. Now,
isn't it great live? This is what we do when we're live.
Yeah, so absolutely. Planet Hank, shout out to Planet Hank, another New England boy, a fucking stew-nut, if you ask me, if he doesn't want to see this fight. Anyways, like Mike said, we were there this weekend. The buzz of the weekend wasn't two-division champ Luis Palomino. It wasn't Britton Hart gets her revenge over Beck Rollins. It wasn't Francisco Ricky takes home the 175-pound title. It was Lorenzo Hunt and Mike the Marine Richman should fight each other. That was absolutely the buzz of the town while we were down there. I just sent off the invite to Mike the Marine, and
we've got Lorenzo down here.
Lorenzo's in there. We're just waiting on Mike.
Should we pull Lorenzo in for a chit chat before Mike gets up on here and say what's up to him?
What's going on? Oh, yeah, let's bring him up here. Let's go. Lorenzo Hunt, what's going on, my man?
What's up, Mike and Nish?
I feel like it was just a few days ago we were cuddled up on a couch in fucking Hollywood, Florida. Oh, I just swore in front of your child. I'm sorry.
Yeah, overall, it was a successful weekend. You know, we had a few weird things going on, but like I said, it was nice to see you guys. It was nice to have a good time. You know, I'm always right in my element, walking around with the belts, being a champ, like I always told you guys I would be. So, you know, nothing new to me.
All right. Yeah, it was great to see you this weekend. It was great to be a part of the incident that went down, and we're going to go ahead and bring in the other half of that incident. By the way, I'm drinking this Death Water. I've never drank this before, but this weekend down at the fight, somebody was like, hey, get a can of Death Water, drink that shit on your show, and maybe they'll sponsor you. So, hey, Death Water, drink.
Yeah. That guy. What that guy's saying over there?
I mean, dude, it's delicious. I don't know. It's water. It's water in a can. It's beautiful. All right, here we go. Mike the Marine Richman is in the waiting room. Let's bring him in. Welcome to the show, Mr. Richman.
How you doing?
How are you? We have both guys that were the talk of the town in Hollywood, Florida this past weekend. But like I said to Lorenzo, like I said to the crowd watching Mike, the buzz wasn't about two-weight champion Palomino. It wasn't about Britton. It wasn't about Francisco Ricky. It was about you two monsters having a clash at the weigh-ins. Now, I'm going to start off by asking you both the same question, and we'll let Mike start because we think that he might have a little more than Lorenzo. Where does the animosity between you two fellas come from? Where did it drum up? How did it start? Mike, go ahead.
Yeah, well, first of all, now I gotta like censor myself because he wants to come in with his child. So
That was strategy.
That was strategy.
yeah,
I wanted you to hear what the big bad Marine got to say about your daddy. Promise.
oh, it's all right. Oh, it's all good. You know,
Nobody is ever censored on the Mike and Mish show, by the way, no matter what.
daughter-
Children, beware.
So you know, I understand I'm not going to swear in front of children, so you're going to catch me off guard doing that. But you put me off my game bringing your daughter. I'm not going to lie to you there.
That was Megan says maybe you need to earmuff it, kid. No, honestly,
You know, I think it was just one of those things where it starts for me is I always want to challenge. In order to be, I want to be a legend in this sport, and every time that I got into the sport, they've always thrown me a guy where they're like, nah, let's fight. Let's Mike fight this dude in his hometown. This dude's too big. This dude's too big. This dude's too big. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm like, I'll fight King Kong in New York City. It doesn't matter. That's my mentality. And I think it started with that to where, of course, he built his own steam, and rightfully so. He earned it. And I think it got to a point where his gimmick was bothersome to me. I'm real. Anyone that ever knows me, I'm real. I'm always me. I'm always this. This is how I always am. Yeah, I might be hot. I might be a hothead. I might have temper. I might get angry sometimes, but I'm also fun. I'm also goofy, and I also do dumb stuff. I like to have fun, just like at work. I think it just started with that, you know, and then it turned into anytime when someone says no one wants to fight them. Well, when I feel like I'm in your range to fight you, and then I'll fight anybody. And I've proven it. I'll prove it time and time again. When it comes to bare knuckle, yeah, I'll fight you because it's two grown men in a fist fight. MMA, sure, he'd probably give me a hard time in MMA, you know, his clinching ability, grappling ability, whatnot. But when it comes to two grown men fist fighting, I will touch your chin and I'll put you away. And it happens time and time again.
Lorenzo?
I mean, as far as the motivation for any sort of beef or anything like that, there was never none. I think a few weeks ago, somebody interviewed him or something, and he just basically was like, you know, shit, nobody wants to fight Lorenzo, so I'll fight him. And I appreciate, you know, somebody stepping up to the forefront. I do have a lot of work to do. Mike Marine Richman has never been on my radar as far as in my mission to become the champ, to remain the champ. So all of this is all new to me, and I respect him as a fighter. He can bang. I'm cool with that. Has nothing to do with me. Never had nothing to do with me. If it's up to the administration, if they want to set something up just because, you know, it makes good publicity or makes good money, that's great. I have no power over that. Secondly, I'll speak to his motivation or whatever that is. To say that I am the King Kong of BKFC and that you're willing to fight him, I get it. That makes sense. All other shit, my persona and me not being real. If you just go back and watch my fights, you can tell that everything I do and everything I say is real. What you perceive as a persona was not. It was never. And so you might be getting in a little bit of trouble if you perceive something to be fake and it's not.
Well, I'm the boogie, and I'm gonna come for you like I come for everybody.
Hey, listen, that does not bother me at all. I'm the champ. I wouldn't be on top if I didn't want to fight. I wouldn't be here if I didn't want to fight. I wouldn't have picked this job if I was scared. It's weird as hell. I've gotten called scared more times since I've been the champion than I've ever been called scared in my life. I've been told I was ducking more times since I became the champion than I've ever been told I was ducking in my life. I've never missed a fight, never missed a show. I'm always there. For somebody who's afraid, he sure does spend a lot of time in the pit. That's kind of weird. As far as the title fight and the Joe Riggs thing, I've been booked. I've been booked up. Since you've been here, I've been booked. So it ain't no way I'm scared. It ain't no way I'm ducking nobody because I stay booked. So, I mean, like I said, these guys say a lot of the same thing. It's like a broken record.
First of all, every one of my opponents, maybe not Stamps, Dakota Cochran and Rickles would beat Riggs. You fought Riggs at the tail end of his career. He was his retirement farewell party. He was feeling himself after freaking cracking Melvin Gillard in the face. He didn't even want to be in that fight with you. Everyone saw it in the interviews, the weigh-ins. He wasn't in it. I'm still on my fighting prime when it comes to bare knuckle. And my guys that I fought, Mike, fight this guy. Go up and wait, fight this guy. When I fought Dakota Cochran, I said, bet. Send me to Omaha. Send me to Nebraska. Don't want to fight him. I'll take him. I'll take on anybody. You went out there and you're living off of your win with Riggs. I got you. You went out there, you put together this 7-punch combination that you would never, ever in a fucking million. And like that, like you and 7-punch combination on me. That's cool. You got it on him. And then, I got it. Your lumbar decision. So those are your 2 name victories. I got that. But everyone that I destroyed is jaw-dropping. Holy shit. That was a huge win.
So,
Okay.
So,
Go ahead.
Okay. So what I was going to go ahead, Lorenzo, you want to answer that?
No, I don't want to, like I said, I don't really want to go back and forth with him because his motivations for fighting me of every other fighter's motivation for fighting me. Remember Joe Riggs, his big thing was he can't stand me walking around with the belt and he thinks I'm fake and he's tired of my persona. Bang, bang, what you say, 7, bang, 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 bang. And now what? Oh, shit, he is pretty good. Oh, damn, you had to get beat up before you realized I was pretty good and I'm 9 fights in. Okay, guy before that, oh, he's nothing. He's nobody. I can do it. I don't want to fight him because he's just trash. Beat him up. Okay, he's pretty good. You're right. Understand why intelligent fighters have to get beat up first before they say, oh, wait a minute. This guy might know what the fuck he's doing. Let me level up. Let me approach this as a true fight, as a true warrior. Let me see what he's doing and how he got where he at. And I'm not going to downplay his skill in order to make myself feel like a big boy. I'm gonna say, shit, he is bigger than me. Shit, he's pretty strong. He's been knocking out 2 or 5ers for 2 years. Okay, let me get ready. Let me take it serious. But it's cool. Whatever your motivations is for calling me out or calling me a chump or thinking it's sweet, I just hope it don't drive you off the cliff like a bad GPS, bro. You're doing pretty good. I think you be a solid fighter in your weight class. I think you give them guys some trouble.
That's what everyone already understands and everyone already knows. I already have the 175-pound title shot locked up. I could be like, you know what, dude, I already got this title. I already got this title shot locked up. Let me go fight him. But I want you.
Well,
I think it's a
Speaking of this, you guys, Mike is the #1 contender at 175, and Lorenzo, you're the reigning 185-pound champion and also the #1 contender at 205. You have Isaac Doolittle sitting in that #1 spot at 185 at 4-0. Do you think that Isaac Doolittle is the tougher or better fight than Mike Richman for 185?
Back to square one. It does not matter whose name they put on the list. I've never chosen. I never choose. I'm the champ. If you think that you're the better fight and your fight makes more sense, you have to present that to the administration. Because I'm the champ. It don't matter. Like I said, it could be Sub-Zero, Scorpion, or whoever you pick. You got to rise to the top and fight the boss. I'm the boss. I ain't mad about it. I'm the boss level fight. Everybody wants to pick. It makes sense.
And it's right here. It's right here for you now.
Mike, do you see yourself as a bigger threat than Isaac Doolittle?
I understand. I'll answer the Isaac Doolittle question. I understand it's a worrisome fight to fight me. Guess what? Because if you fight me and then I touch that chin and then I make you go night-night, I deflate your mystique. It's over. This little dude comes up in weight and puts you down. I understand it's a scary thing. Your whole career will be over. Now, if you fight one of those big boys,
it's okay.
And
oh, you made her cry. You made her cry.
See what I'm doing?
Come here, Princess. Get your sister for me. Princess, get your sister for me. Sorry. I'm still on daddy duty. It's my job.
We all understand. I think all of us have kids, all three of us. So.
No, you threw me off bringing in your daughter. And I just said goodbye to my daughter like an hour ago.
I'm sorry. Such a cutie. She's so used to daddy's attention. So, like I said, it's not scary at all. My career wouldn't be over, Mike, because, like I said, even though I hear you. It's like the big bad wolf again. My career wouldn't be over because, let's say hypothetically, Mike Richman pulls off some magical shit and touch my chin. Okay, I'm still the #1 contender at 205. I still fight Quentin Henry and take the belt. My career wouldn't be over. So, like I said, you're not really making sound arguments. I am officially 9-1 in bare knuckle and BKFC. I am 8-1 for the promotion. How in the fuck?
Because the reality is, I could drop down to 150. Reality is, I could probably drop down to 155 if I want to, and I could fight for 55, 65, 75. When I come all the way up to you,
listen.
It's a personal thing. I get it. Your career would be done. I understand why you want to fight.
That could be a pro. That could be a con. You could get in there and find out too late. Holy shit, he's too much for me. And then what? You go back down to 155 and make a run? Cool. I don't care about none of that you talking, Mike. It's all hearsay. It's all in your head. It's a dream. It's a pipe dream. And how are you gonna make this happen? People keep asking me to make a fight. For what? I'm the champ. You get on the horn, you sell some tickets, you get some sponsors, and you make it happen. Because you got to figure out one thing. You got to figure out how to create enough potential to make Dave pay first. And he's not going to waste the fucking money on Mike Richman. He got to pay me, bro. Where's that money coming from, Mike?
I act like a clown like you. He'd probably pay me clown money.
You're acting like a clown right now. Where's the money?
No. Everything I've ever done is knock dudes out, my man. Everything I've ever done is dust people in 2 rounds or less. 2 rounds or less. In their own. I literally telling Feldman, I will go to Jacksonville and crush him in front of his mama.
Wow. Hey, listen. Hey, it's like you read my playbook. Hey, all you guys are.
Hey, like if it was legalized in Minnesota, I say, come up here and run.
You guys are like bad imitations of me. Like I swear to God, I just told Joe Riggs that I beat him up in front of his mom. You guys are like really getting good at imitating me. But one thing you don't got.
Pay attention to what you do.
You don't got the gold, baby.
I got the resume, I got the record, and I got the highlight reel.
Okay,
you're going up there, the trash, the garbage. I mean, the fact that you won the fight you won is beyond me.
Let me ask you a question.
You should have lost to Dyer. You know what? Dyer fell under the pressure. He should have beat you. I thought he was going to beat you. You know what? That happened. I got it. You close fight against Lombard.
Why would
and then
you
beat over the hill Riggs?
I just want to hear your logic. So why would you think that Josh Dyer should have beat me?
I thought he was more talented than you. I thought
he never touched me. So listen, that goes to show you how far off you are in my skills. The guy that you thought should have beat me never touched me. That's sad. That means you were off.
One thing I can't promise you is I will, matter of fact, 1,000%.
Who else you thought
body and your
would have gave me a run?
Your chin, just like everyone else, because I am the man. You don't ever back me down. We'll back you down over and over again.
You guys got any questions?
All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. Obviously, he's already answered my. I was going to ask him a little something. But here's what I think, Lorenzo. This is for you. You honestly think that this fight wouldn't drum up more interest than any of the other 3 opponents that are on your radar? Now, listen to me. You got Isaac Doolittle, a good fighter, does not promote himself, does not get on the internet. And unfortunately, in this day and age, you need to get out and you need to make some noise. Quentin Henry, he does his own thing. He's got his own business. He's even said that, I want that title. I want Lorenzo Hunt, but I don't do this because I need to fight. Now, he doesn't really put a whole lot into selling himself. Gustavo Trujillo barely speaks to anybody. Mike Richman has made it a point to drum up interest on the internet. He has flown to events, confronted you in person, he is only 10 pounds below your weight class, and he has fought guys that are 6'3", 6'2", 200 pounds in the past. So your size isn't really that much of a difference. I will say your talent level and your power is something that he probably hasn't seen before, but he's willing to see it. I think that this fight sells 10 times as much as any of those other 3 fights, honestly. And you don't think that? Think
My
that?
turn.
Good.
My turn.
Yep.
Okay, so now I don't know. I don't follow Mike Richman enough to actually know what his following's like. Like I said, he's never been on the radar. People say a lot of things about me. They say I know how to get under people's skin, but I honestly just tell the truth. And the truth gets under people's skin because they've been getting lied to. So Mike Richman, he's never been on my radar. I don't know who his fans are. I don't know what his connections are. I don't know how much he pulls. I don't know how much he can pull. You understand? Now, if he demands that much attention and he can pull it, we can do it. But there's one thing that has to happen. They have to slide a piece of paper over towards me with Mike Richman's name on it. And it's done. What the fuck is you talking about? I've never down a fight, ever. So you barking up the wrong tree. Make David believe it, and it's done.
Mike, if Dave Feldman was watching,
let me be honest with you, Mike and Mish. David doesn't want me to hurt his boy.
So if David was here right now, what would you say to him to change his mind?
Say, David, I understand why you don't want me to hurt this dude, because you lose your little entertainment, you lose your little Superman, you lose your little videos. I get it. I'm just very matter of fact and stone cold. That's why I am the boogeyman. I don't jump around, I don't dance around, do nothing. I will take you out, and then he'll be upset that he doesn't have his little dancing clown.
Okay, now here we go again with that. This is why I'm entertaining this. Like, it's just, it's crazy. I get to explain more and more about why people don't know who I am and what I'm doing and why and how I do what I do. Because
only made the game after last fight.
They just listen. They just don't get it. Anybody who's been watching this promotion over the years, know, God darn well, I am not David's boy. No way, shape, or form. I had to do amazing things in order to get a title shot. Bro, you 3 fights in already talking title.
I already got a title.
That's
exactly. You want to fight? Because I'm fucking dudes up.
Point. Let me finish, please, sir. Let me finish. You're in the suit, so I won't Here we go. So, of all the fighters on the roster, guys who've gotten title fights at 2-0, guys who've gotten title fights at 3-0, guys who are just David gets up and shake their hand. I've been in 2 title fights, and you've never seen David strap the belt around me. But I'm David's boy? You guys are crazy if you think I got here any other way.
I'm not, I believe you there.
Do you see my hands?
I believe you.
There is no other way I got here. That ain't fake, buddy. That ain't a persona. Do you see that? That is a fucking foot.
You can ask Nate Shook and David Feldman what they feel like. You think you're the only one?
I'm just gonna leave it there. That is a fucking foot. That is the only way I got where I am.
All right, so let me piggyback off of one of the lines that you just said, Lorenzo. You also said anybody that watches the BKFC knows, and then you went on. But also, everybody that watches the BKFC knows that rankings and none of that shit matters. If it makes sense for the company, it makes sense for the company. And dollars make sense. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, you know what I'm saying? Wu-Tang forever. This one makes money.
The Doodle thing, because you know what? I do feel bad. Doolittle won the fight. He's technically supposed to be the #1 contender for the fight. I do feel bad for the guy that I'm trying to come in and slide right in front of him. Nice, super respectful dude. I met him once. A very respectful guy. Came up, shook my hand. Probably had zero idea that I was coming for this. But you're right. At the end of the day, what fight sells and what's the fight that people want to see? I've been preaching this the past couple of days. I already knew I had the 175-pound title fight locked up. for the actual official title. But I don't like. Yeah, Riki's a talented dude, but I want to fight this dude.
All right, so okay, we'll try to wrap this thing up, and if David Feldman offered you a contract, Lorenzo, you say you take it, right? You said you take it.
Contract with 3 question marks over the name, and
you'll sign it,
bro. Come on, man, cut the fucking games. Like,
okay.
Why would I be afraid of Quentin Henry? Come on, man, I'm the champ. Come on. A little respect here. Come on, a little respect.
No. We respect both of you guys, but we're just trying to see. You know, we're also fans, me and Mike, and we want to see this one because this one seems the most interesting out of all. We want to see the Juggernaut Hunt fight the hardest competition that he has. I'm not sure if Quentin Henry's healthy right now.
It's hunting season.
Now where the trouble comes in at is making a horrible mismatch.
That ain't gonna happen, buddy.
Because a horrible mismatch for a whole lot of dollars will really, it would end somebody's career. It would.
Can I say that? Counting your biggest fear right now. You think it will be a horrible mismatch, then here comes a motherfucking Marine, and I chop you down, and then I tell you to get the fuck out of my ring. And
I believe you're strong. I believe you got a big personality. I believe you believe in yourself. That's not a question whatsoever. So did all the guys I punched.
No, not like me, baby. Not like me.
If I'm not mistaken, Mike Richman and Isaac Doolittle are about the exact same size, to be honest with you. I don't think it's a mismatch at all. I don't see that as a mismatch at all. I see it actually as a better fight.
Me and Isaac, that's because me and Isaac Doolittle is a mismatch. Don't you understand? Okay, so listen. So what you're telling me that as the reigning champ, let's say you're the reigning champ at 175.
Mm-hmm.
You go to 165. You wouldn't consider those guys mismatches? Now, let's say you go down 2 weight classes and you smashing guys at 175, because I am the #1 contender at 205. Been smashing guys for 2 years. And I go down to 185, skip 95, go to 85, and fight you, who's a 75er. And you guys aren't even afraid that this might be a mismatch?
No, I see what you look like, Train.
Okay, listen, I'm all for it. Now, me personally,
I don't cut no weight. I don't even cut no weight. I got all the fluids in my brain. That's why.
Okay. Now, me personally, I believe it's Quentin Henry's time. Doolittle, and they're not going to make that fight for the same reason they're not going to make this fight with you. Fucking mismatch. Doolittle got the #1 contender spot, but I was the #1 contender at 205 for 14 months. So it doesn't matter that he's got the #1 contender spot. Duh.
If Quentin Henry didn't suffer an orbital fracture, I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, he's not going to be out. He's not going to be out for a while. He'll be right. I'd be like, all right, cool. But I know be out for a while. This is what people want.
Now, I do need a fight.
You do.
Like I say, if Quentin can come, he can come. If he can't, let me know now. I'll start cutting right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Jacksonville at 85.
We can fight in September, October.
We'll do the damn thing. But I just think it's hilarious, honestly. You know what I mean? To go through what I've been through to get where I'm at, it's gotten super easy at the top. And it's like, holy shit, you know, maybe this guy knows what he's doing. Nah, he's just an asshole. He don't know what he's talking about. He's nothing. Every single interview, every fighter, same shit. I can beat him. He's nothing. I'll make it look easy. Easy. Okay.
You don't think okay. And then when I step to those ropes and they look me dead in the eyes and they're like, oh, fuck, this dude's for real.
Does that look normal?
It looks like you have 7 knuckles, like somebody said.
God damn, you guys don't see it until too late. How in the fuck would I be afraid of you, man?
You could have
Mike will probably see a little bit more than 7 knuckles tonight, I think.
You could have 2 fists as 1 fist.
Hilarious.
And I'm gonna come for you, man.
Okay, man. Like I said, I kind of covered it. I respect Mike as a fighter. Yep. I never considered him a contender that I would have to even fight or worry about, but I'm glad he's here. And whatever to Doolittle, whatever that Quentin Henry, whatever money, whatever makes sense. Like you said, they got to cover the purses. So put your name in the hat. shuffle it up. Whatever Dave come out with, he knows me. He knows I never turn down a fight. Whatever he says, we're gonna go get it. And honestly, and this gonna come out weird. I'd rather fight you than Quentin Henry or Doolittle. Now, Quentin Henry's gonna take that and run with it and gonna say I'm scared, blah, 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 blah. But whatever. I'm the 185 champ. I might as well keep defending until I get the fucking 205 title. And if they don't never take Lombard off the 205 throne, then I'm just gonna keep fucking everybody up at 185 until they put me on the throne at 205 like I'm supposed to be. So Quentin Henry might never get a fight as long as they.
So one last scenario here. Eric Williams is in the comments. He trains with Quentin. He says Quentin's good to go right now. So maybe the orbital fracture isn't a thing. Say they make Quentin Henry versus Lorenzo Hunt in September or October, and you retain your title. You go ahead, you beat Francisco Ricky, or you fight Ricky and you end up taking that title for 175 in September, October. February, Knucklemania 3, Sarjarzik Doolittle, 175-pound champ versus the 185-pound champ fight. What do you think?
Absolutely. I think it's a great fight. I'm saying yes. Yes, absolutely yes. Sure.
Book that shit right now. Stamp it.
Book that shit right now. Whatever. Like I said, we're all thinking and we're all trying the wheels to turn. But if you go back and watch all the Mike and Mitch shows, we've been trying to figure out what the fuck is going on forever. We very rarely ever be right. But I know the path that I've been on. I'm the Juggernaut. I did not gift myself that name. I was giving it. I'm rolling, bro. And like whoever comes, man. I welcome you, Mike Richman. I wish you good luck in your training, and I hope you got it right in your head, what you're thinking, your strategy and everything. But we'll find out when we get in the ring. That's all we can do.
No, we're in the cross paths. There's no doubt about it.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? I respect all fighters, and if you think you can beat me, bro, come on. Like, they got to pay me. I actually get paid to fight. Y'all forgot about that? So why the fuck would I turn down a fight?
Well, gentlemen, let's get some final words. Mike, you can go first, and then Lorenzo, and then we'll let you guys get out of here.
No, I really honestly think, like I said, no disrespect to Quentin, no disrespect to Doolittle or Trujillo. Just based off the buzz online, obviously you create buzz when we have a little altercation that happens. This is the fight that I think everyone wants to see. Now, whether, like you said, whether it's in September or October or in the next Knucklemania, this is what the fans want. And that's what I want. Like I said, I already have a title fight already lined up. I could go take that. But I want this. And it's no disrespect to Ricky. I want this.
Well, and in my final words, I'll say, you know what they've always said, be careful what you wish for, you know. Good luck with your Godspeed to you in your future fights and everything. Like I said, I got a fight lined up. I got a whole list. And after my last fight, after I told you guys what the plan was, 85, 205, heavyweight. Everything I said come true. You might as well start calling me Nostra fucking Damas. And yes, I will continue to defend my 185 belt. So whoever they put in there, whoever they think can beat me, they can go get a Marine, a super soldier. They can go get Captain America. It's all good. I'm with the shit. I'm with it.
There you go. Thank you guys so much for coming on here. I think this is a fight that needs to be made.
How many knuckles?
For sure. Whether it be now or in February, the timeline lines up. Let's get this fight in. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Juggernaut. We'll let you guys go.
Swear to God, it's bigger on camera. I swear. It's not that big.
You already know what I do. You already know.
It's not that big.
My fights. You see my fights. I destroy people in 2 or less every time.
Yeah, whatever.
2 or less.
Do your thing, baby. Please.
Later, guys.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you.
Well.
Hey, now.
Here's what I got out of that.
What did you get?
I got that Lorenzo would fight him if the contract hits the table.
Yep.
I think that the fight makes sense. I also believe that the scenario that I threw out there at the end there also sets up a mega main event at February's Knucklemania 3. The thing is that both of those two gentlemen need to do their job and retain their title or in Lorenzo's case, retain his title. In Mike's case, win the title. That would be massive. I would imagine David Feldman and Nate Shook and those guys hear that and fucking see fucking fireworks and whatnot. But I also think, and I believe what I said earlier, and it's not a knock on Isaac Doolittle, it's not a knock on Quentin Henry, and it's not a knock on Trujillo. They don't have the backing, the following, and they don't drum up the same amount of interest.
They've admitted as such,
yeah.
Even this morning on Planet Hank. I mean, they know they just want to get in there and fight, blood, sweat, and tears. They're not about that game. And unfortunately, sometimes that does come with a little bit of consequences where you do this whole rankings doesn't count type thing where they just pick whatever is the next big thing. And it does happen a lot. So unfortunately, that's these are all hypotheticals, because we really don't know what BKFC is going to do. Yeah, it's sometimes it blows your mind. Like, why wouldn't they do this? And then they do something else, and who knows? So it could go any which way.
It could go any which way. It was a great interview with those guys. Bringing the daughter on at first was a real power.
Threw us all for a loop.
Yeah, threw us all for a loop there, I would say. But shout out to both those guys. They composed themselves well.
Yeah,
those guys are two stone cold fucking killers, and everybody in the world, they all know it. Everybody knows it. Dave Delgado says, "Mike, get your studio set up for Christ's sake."
Aren't you correct? You're all right. We're gonna plan it. You need to come over. Let's say next weekend, and I got a couple of days, and we'll get it together.
I don't understand. Okay, here's what I don't understand: the tying up divisions and whatnot. They make the rules up as they go, everybody. They make the rules up as they go. So if they were going to make a fucking Mike Richman versus Lorenzo Hunt at 195, they could just be like, oh, you know what? We're going to do an interim title for Isaac Doolittle.
Or we're going to create a 195-pound division now.
Yeah, or we create a 195-pound division, and while Lorenzo's fighting for the 190, they literally make up the rules as they go. And everybody knows that. So the weight classes, the belts, fuck all that shit. Bags, money bags. That's all that matters. It's all that matters. You know what I mean? Like, honest to God, that's what it is. It wouldn't tie up anything. They would just throw an interim title out there. That's what
everyone's got a price. Everyone's going to pay. That's the $1 million man. That's right.
Yeah, I loved it. Thank you guys. Those two are some of our two favorite guests that we ever have on this show. Those guys are current. I mean, rotating guests here. They're constantly freaking coming through. We love it.
Fantastic guests, fantastic guys. We always have a good time with them when we run into them at all these events.
Yeah, and we ran into both of them down the other night. And if you haven't seen it, we put out a lot of really great content from the other night. I mean, the interview with Mike Richman after the event was awesome. The sit down late night with Lorenzo Hunt, man, guys, you never believe the shit that we're doing right now. It's just like surreal to me that at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, we're sitting in a hotel lobby. Mike busts out the camera, I bust out the microphone, and we just have a all-out, uncensored conversation with about 8 dudes in the fucking lobby. And
friends, production, fighters. DJs, fighters. They're all, awesome. They're great people, and they allow us to come into their world. And at a time like 3:30 in the morning, Elvin Brito, even after suffering a loss, which many think is controversial, sat there with everyone and talks to us till 4 a.m. It's fantastic. I'm absolutely humbled by it, and I love this. And we're going to keep continuing to do this and try to bring you guys the best content that we can. Mike and Mish coming through.
Yeah, everybody. I'm sorry if we ignored the comments throughout the show, but obviously we're putting our undivided attention to those two guys.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead. Make sure that you're following and subscribing to all our stuff, because we're trying to continue to get to these events and pump out the content. They were all fun. The fights, by the way, this past weekend, guys, if you didn't see them, go back. We're not doing a student out of the week this week, I don't think. We do have a show tomorrow night. We have a couple guests lined up. We haven't really locked them in, so I'm not going to say who they are yet, except for Kerry Caprio. We got him coming on tomorrow night. Very interesting fighter. finished Rookie Randall this past weekend. Get on. Oh, the student out of the week is the app, the BKFC app. We'll just call the new BKFC app is the student out of the week. They really need to fix that shit. But BKFC announced yesterday on their show they're giving 1 free month to everybody who's a subscriber. They're going to do their best. It's an outside entity that runs the app, and they're really trying to figure that shit out. And I don't know why they can't figure it out, but it's fucking ridiculous. Anyways, get on the app, watch BKFC 26 because the main event alone, I would love to hear all of our supporters, all of our friends that are watching this show, watch that Elvin Brito, Luis Palomino fight and let us know what you thought the outcome of that fight was, because it was a lot of back and forth. We talked to a lot of people. A lot of people thought Palomino won. A lot. It seemed like a lot more people thought that Brito won. I don't know.
Yes, it was overwhelming afterwards. I feel like everywhere it started rolling in like that. So yeah. I think we might see a number 3. We might actually see a number 3.
It was that razor close. As a matter of fact, we were hanging with Elvin in that lobby late night with Lorenzo there, and he said when he heard the 49-46 red, he thought it was a 100% lock that he won.
That's why you see him kind of throw his arms.
Yeah, he said that's why I put my hands up, because that's why he said I put my hands up, because if anybody won 4 out of 5 rounds, it was me, not him. And you know what? I would love to hear everybody's fucking opinion on that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Britton Beltran, sorry, has gone through a lot of shit lately. She's really been through the ringer. She came back. She got that win over Beck Rollins. Her first loss ever on her record was against Beck, and Britton fought maybe to some a lame, boring fight. But if you go back and watch it again and watch her footwork and you watch her technique, I mean, Ryan Perez had a game plan that she stuck to and they won. So
yes, they did. She got the W. She has a lot of great fights. Like Feldman said in the interview that you did with them the other night, like, hey, she is owed to have a fight where it just can't always be exciting, crazy fight every fight. And she's had a lot of great fights. And that was like a great performance of a fight.
It was. She came out basically unscathed. She had a little bit of a busted lip, but other than that, it's not like all her other fights where she looks like she got fucking put through the ringer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You win or lose, like most of the time, she's wearing it a little bit. Go watch the Go Slavetsky fight. Holy fuck.
Wow.
The knockout was absolutely insane. The Kerry Caprio fight against Rookie Randall. Caprio dropped him in the first. We all thought Rookie Randall was going to be
dropped Caprio.
I mean, Rookie dropped Caprio in the first. Right. And we, going into that fight, we all thought Rookie Randall was a shoe-in to win that. We didn't know anything about Caprio. Caprio freaking turns it around, ends up winning in next couple rounds, and then finishes Rookie, I think, in the fourth. Unbelievable night of fights.
Oh yeah.
Go back and watch that. Hey, happy birthday to my mother, 67 years old today.
Happy birthday, Miss Mother.
Yeah, Deb. Her name's Deb.
Hey,
and happy
Debbie,
birthday
Debbie,
to Jimmy Rivera. And then and we didn't mention the Francisco Ricci versus Yuli fight.
Brian Duran, HD Rivera. Oh, just all these fights.
Yeah, it was just a hell. Oh,
it was a great night. It wasn't just a wonderful night. It was a fantastic night full of knockouts and great fights. I had a great time. We were doing interviews with a TV on the wall, and if you really pay attention, sometimes you'll see Kyle's eyes go like this way, because on the screen you see Go just absolutely demolish somebody, and he's trying not to react to it. And I'm like behind the camera like, oh shit.
Yeah, my eyes went up.
So things got crazy, but what a wonderful night.
If you guys did not catch the heavyweight champ, Arnold Adams, my man knows how to cut an interview, and we're up in that media room, and you got MMA Junkie, and you got some other guys, and then you got Big Boy and Susan Singari's crew over there. There was a lot of people in there. I don't know who all the people were.
Yes, there was.
So he does the interview with Singari, and then he does the interview with another guy. Then he comes over and he's right next to us with Danny Segura over at MMA Junkie, and so we're like last in line to do an interview with him, and he knows Mike and myself.
I got it uploading right now. One of them, I can play it.
Oh my god! Oh, you got it, dude.
In just a second, it'll be ready.
So he came over to us and like he was all set with the rest of the interviews, I think, at that point, and he just wanted to have some fun. And that motherfucker, go ahead, hit him, Mike.
Let me tell you something, brother. You know what, Mean Gene? Let me tell you something, brother. This is gonna get real heavy round here. You understand me? This gold that sits on my shoulder, you'll never touch it, Alan Belcher. You'll never touch it. Whoa!
That's one of them. He does another one at the end of the interview.
Dude,
where he takes the mic. It's pretty good.
I love that guy. I swear to God, he is a fucking gem. I can't wait till he fights Alan Belcher. It's going to be a great night. Anyways, man, I think that about does it for tonight. Do we have anything else we need to talk about, Mike?
Nope, but we do have a show tomorrow night. So anything we don't touch on tonight, we'll think about it tonight, tomorrow at work. Then we'll get up on the show, Carrie Caprio, and then we'll talk a little bit and we'll let you go for the weekend.
There you go. So thank you very much to Mike Richman and Lorenzo Hunt, the champ, the Marine. You guys were great tonight. It's a fight that everybody wants to see. Hopefully in the future we get to see it. But until then, till we hear that a contract was on the table and their name's on it or a question mark, and a signature is made, we're just going to sit and continue to be fans and wait. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Peace.